All right, everybody, welcome to SR Broadcasting. Tonight we are here with SoMo Racing League's TopCityTravel.com B Series at Mid-Ohio. Going to be 35 laps here tonight. Looks like, I believe, 13 drivers out here tonight. I'm here with Wingnut. What's up, bud?
G'day there, mate.
How's it going over there?
Still a bit chilly, but we're getting warmer now.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? I got storms coming through again right now. Always got storms coming through. I don't know why, man, but it seems like every night there's a storm coming through here. I know a couple guys I was talking to that were coming in the race tonight too. They are dealing with some storms up their way, so I don't know. I'll be glad when it's over.
Seems like every single stream, brother.
I know. I'm like, seriously, man, every Wednesday night I think I might have to change the nights. But we're here anyhow with SoMo Racing League. This is the Top City Travel B Series on Wednesday nights. This is the Mid-Ohio race. These guys are in Qualify. So let me pull up the Qualify. Looks like Braden Johnson right now is up in the top spot. They got about 4 minutes left. There's a 10-minute Qualify of single car, 2-lap.
Yeah, you got Jay Felton doing his last lap as well, by the looks of it. Other people haven't done their laps quite yet.
Yeah, there'll be a bunch of guys that won't qualify too. A lot of guys would prefer to start in the back than to come out here and try to fight for a position, let these guys wreck. I've been watching during warm-up, though. These guys have been doing a really good job. I'm really surprised seeing a lot of these guys keeping the car on the track.
Especially on this track, there's a lot of lift here, and anytime you put your foot in the pedal, it's a risk.
Yeah, you were out there running some laps, so you got first-hand experience.
Oh yeah, this car on this track, man, it's a brutal combo.
So it looks like so far Braden Johnson's hanging on to that top spot. Let me see what kind of conditions we got here tonight. We got 78 degrees and 105 degrees on the track. Man, that's slick.
Definitely warm. This car, as if these cars need any more excuses to wheel spin.
I know, yeah. Well, luckily it's set up for a rolling start and not a standing start, so that should help a little bit too.
That's kind of makes me sad. I would love to watch a standing start on this thing.
Oh,
you get about a
man.
minute of wheel spin.
All right, so coming into tonight's race, we got your season standings are up. We have Shane Papala with 21 starts and 6 wins. Joe Mitchell's in second, 22 starts, 3 wins. Tom Clayton still third, 21 starts with 1 win. Braden Johnson's got 19 starts, 1 win. He's sitting fourth. Adam Baker's got 17 starts and 5 wins. He needs 1 more win to tie it with Shane. And then Jay Felton, the man of the hour, man, he is up to 6th with 18 starts. Lupa Gonzalez is in 7th with 17 starts. Ron Hollyfield moves up to 8th with 22 starts. Brian Neff is in 9th with 19 starts, and I don't see Brian out here. And Jeff Sharp is in 10th with 17 starts. And is Jeff Sharp out here? I don't see him out here either. So that's going to change a little bit then. And we're bringing out a new overlay here tonight that I just finished up sometime last week. I think this is like the 8th one that I kind of put together. And hopefully you guys like this one. Hopefully it's pretty good. It came to me one night laying in bed and kind of threw it together and see where it goes from here. But I like it. I think it's a nice color combination.
I'd say you got problems, man, with find it so entertaining.
And if it don't work,
go to bed dreaming of overlays, man. Oh my god.
I know. I lay in bed, I'll watch TV, and all of a sudden I'll get an idea. I got a little pad next to me. I start drawing pictures so that I remember the next morning because I got real short-term memory, man. I can't remember anything. So I write it down in the morning, you know, during the day I'll look at it and be like, oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. All right. They got about a minute left. We're going to go run to our national anthem real quick, and then we'll come back with the grid. We'll be right back. All right. Qualify is over. Braden Johnson is going to hang on to the pole here. So let's get over here. We'll pull up the grid. See if that's working. Yes, it is. All right. So Braden Johnson's going to get the pole in that number 3. I'll tell you what, since he switched to that number 3, man, he's been on fire. Mr. Jay Felton in that number 9 going to be starting second. Starting third is going to be Seth Hatchell. Ryan Gemmel will roll off fourth. Fifth is going to be Joe Mitchell. Shane Papala, your leader coming into tonight's race. He's going to be rolling off sixth. Seventh is going to be Ron Hollyfield. Eighth is Jeff Glockner. Ninth is Larry Holloway. Mike Grandy, not taking the time, is going to finish, start 10th. Finish. I'm already at the end of the race. Tom Clayton, without qualifying, he's going to do 11th. Lupa Gonzalez going to do 12th. 13th is going to be David Gameforth, last night's winner in the Truck Series.
The fast guys at the back of the pack on this track. They're already off.
Yeah, that was quick, man. I wasn't expecting it to be that fast.
And Braden Johnson already got a pretty good lead. And everyone else is starting to go single file already.
There we go.
So expecting they'll go roughly single file until after the slow section of the track, because passing there is dangerous. But we've already got someone going for a pass.
Yeah, I see Ryan Gemmel underneath the 18 of Joe Mitchell right there.
Yeah, nice and cleanly done there.
And it looks like the 89 of Shane Papala right now. Going to try and take a look on the inside of Joe. No. Yeah, quickly single file it out. This is the way, I mean, if I was racing, this is the way I would be. I would single file it out, get the feel for the car for a little bit before I start doing anything.
Almost lost it there. Like, when it got a little bit squiggly, almost got Shane Papala up his rear.
Yeah.
Passing the inside now. It looks like Mitchell's just not quite comfortable at the moment.
Yeah, Joe, if you ask him, he'll tell you he's not a big fan of these road courses.
Especially this track. There's so much left.
He let Ron Hollyfield get on. Oh, Hollyfield into the grass.
This car's got so little grip as it is. You put it on this track with all the rises and what's it, lowerings, and you lose what grip you have, and it's so easy to lose it. You gotta have balls of titanium to put your foot to the floor.
Wow, I see the 70 of Larry Holloway just squeezing by the 53 of Lupa Gonzalez.
See, watch for Gonzalez going for the pass back on the straight here. Got the inside line, and I think he's going to take it back.
Yeah, and Gonzalez is good on the road courses, too.
The question is now going to be, can Holloway get the run? But no, Gonzalez definitely got it. Up at the front, Braden Johnson's still up ahead. He's got a good little gap. Him and Felton did separate a bit, and whoa, Felton went on a bit of a slide there.
Yeah, just kind of caught that real quick, and it looks like Seth Hatchell on that number 8 going to try and take advantage of it right now.
He's going to make it hard on Felton, but I don't think he's going to be able to make the pass, especially coming from the outside. Or not. Apparently he's going to take it. Looks like Felton just isn't comfortable there.
Yeah, I think Felton's going to let him get on by. Now Felton's going to be under attack by the 6 of Gemmel.
And all this time, this is giving Braden Johnson a chance just to leave. Goodbye, I'm out in the distance.
Jump on.
This is a road track, so everyone can reel that back really quickly. It's not about how far out ahead, it's how consistent you are.
We're riding right now on top of the number 6 of Ryan Gemmel in 4th. Right in front of him is the 9 of Jay Felton, and right in front of that is the 8 of Seth Hatchell.
Also, it looks like David Gameforth lost it on turn 2 or 3. Went a little bit too hot in there and just went straight off the track. So he lost his position. He went from 12th to 13th, so not too much of a loss there, but it's still annoying.
Well, these guys are definitely going to have to pit one time. I believe they're going to make it. There's a 35-lap race. I believe 27 is probably going to be the max. So right now, Braden has got a 2.9-second lead over Seth Hatchell, who moves into second. And here comes Braden Johnson now in that number 3.
He's got a good lead already. It looks like he's very comfortable with this track, which is what you need. This track is going to be a lot of lifting, and those who have got the confidence to put their foot down will gain time. But you push a little too hard, and that rear end will leave.
Yeah, we just saw Braden right now going through those turns, so the back end gets just a little bit squirrely.
Yeah, you can make use of it, and you can definitely get risky with it, but this track is going to reward those who are confident and competent. But it looks like the people are going really slowly. They're not. They're going about as hard as you can with these cars on this track.
And
you go any hard, you don't have the brakes to stop.
You've had some experience in here, man.
Yeah. I've been scarred already. It was only like 10, 20 laps, but I was scarred.
All right, I'm going to throw us on the nose camera of our leader here. And let's take a lap around with him, man, from the nose. I'll tell you what, that looks wicked. Tell you, he's got himself a good rhythm going. You listen to him downshift, he's really smooth right now.
A little bit further than the pack started last lap, Jeff Klockner dropped a position to Mike Randy. I'm not quite sure what happened, if he maybe hit the speed limiter or if he went down a gear too much, but he just dropped a lot of speed on entrance to turn 1. But he's out and going, so obviously nothing's wrong with that car.
And here comes
his position to Tom Clayton.
Yeah, Tom Clayton getting ready to... never mind. Looked like he was getting ready. Yep.
Look, he was getting ready for the attack, and then I guess he backed off, or Glockner hit the boost button or something, because he dropped back really quick.
Yeah, it looks like
Mike Randy right in the rear of Holloway, and he passed Holloway on the inside.
Oh, contact!
Yep.
Oh, Holloway saves it.
Yeah, this part of the track is so slow that you should have like a country mile and like a year to react, but occasionally you just don't quite expect to pass here. It's just so slow.
Back up here to Ryan Gemmel in 4th. Jay Felton right in front. Seth Hatchell right in front of him. And who's up there in front of Seth Hatchell? Are they getting ready to take a lap car here?
Nope, the car up in front of Seth Hatchell, as far as I know, is Braden Johnson. And it's easy, a country mile away. There's nothing else in front of Seth at all.
Wow, yeah. I was looking at the back of his car. It's blue. I forgot that he's driving the yellow and blue. My bad on that one. Go back to
and
David.
Tom Clayton just lost the position to Ron Hollowfield there.
Did he really?
Really slow. I don't know what was going on there.
I think Clayton might have overdrove it a little bit and had to back out. Ron Hollowfield got himself back into the pack here. At least we've seen him go into the grass a little bit earlier.
He definitely got good pace here, for sure, and he definitely feels confident to push it. Or maybe he's just trying to make it lost time, and it's a bit of frustration, red rage coming through. Ryan Gemmell's been holding on to the rear of Jay Felton in 3rd. I don't know if he's going to make the pass, but he's been holding on pretty well, so he's definitely got the pace to keep up with it. Of course, passing on a road circuit is entirely different than keeping up with something.
See Jay Felton right there in 3rd, Ryan Gemmell in 4th, Seth Hatchell up there in 2nd. I'll tell you what, Jay's been doing good the last few, probably last couple of months here, man. He's really put the rubber to the road, just, you know, no pun intended, but he really has.
I will say, Felton is definitely one of my favorites. I've been watching him like all the races. It's always entertaining to watch. He always goes from me like mid to pack to like the front somewhere.
Yeah.
Occasionally has really good pit strategy. Occasionally just has really good pace. And it's always been fun to watch him. It's good to see him up in 3rd.
And last night he had, I believe that he started on the pole last night in the truck series.
Got Ron Hollowfield right on the rear of Larry Holloway. He's going to go for the pass the inside on turn 1. Or turn 2, sorry. And he gets him cleanly. Holloway just doesn't try anything. Just gives him the room and backs off. That's now put him right in reach of Glockner, perhaps.
Yeah, we'll see if Jeff Glockner can do anything with this. Jeff right now sitting in 11th in that number 24.
I don't think he's going to make it. Fortunately, his takeoff from that corner was just not quite enough to catch up with him, so he's going to not take the position. So Hollowfield takes 10th. 9th, sorry. There's been a few little small packs going on. Like, they got a nice little pack between 9, 10, 11, 12. Got a nice little group between 2nd and 3rd and 4th. And then you got 5th and 6th together, which is Shaper Pilot and Joe Mitchell, which is very entertaining to watch. They're both really good drivers. Lupe's kind of out in his own, so is Mike Grandy. And then you get this nice little enjoyable pack at the back, like I mentioned before. And Gameforth off the track again. He just doesn't feel comfortable here in 13th position.
Yeah, and he was last night's winner in the Truck Series at Michigan.
Just doesn't feel comfortable, actually.
Yeah, I'm really surprised to see. I know a lot of guys don't like to come out and run these kind of tracks. A lot of the guys like to stick to the ovals. It's a little bit out of their comfort zone, but it's good to see these guys come and take a shot at it. And then you get a guy like the number 3 right here, Braden Johnson, your leader. He's got 20. I'm sorry.
4 seconds. 4 seconds ahead.
Yeah, just about 4 seconds ahead. See something I forgot to add in I was looking for. He started on the pole and he has not looked back since. And he's over 4 seconds now.
You gained a little bit in that last lap, about 0.1 of a second.
Yeah, he ran a 130.874 last time by. Seth Hatzel ran a 130.555, so Seth Hatzel was a little bit faster, but there's so many turns to gain and lose on.
Oh yeah, like for instance, I've been watching Joe Mitchell and Shaper Pilot go at it, right? And every once in a while, Mitchell will lose a little bit of time, but he gains it really quickly in other sections of the track. He just can't quite get a position he can pass, I think. Speaking of, though, he's got a pretty good run here into turn 2. He might manage to make a pass here, we'll see. Bit too far away, I think, might just set it up for later on. But they're very fun to watch, because they're definitely about equal in pace in some places. In other parts, one guy's faster than the other. All waiting for some guy to make a mistake.
And Joe took the shorter turn there. Shane was a little bit wide, but he couldn't do anything with it.
This front group of 3 cars all separated almost entirely now. Closest little fight we have is between Mitchell and Papala for sure. And Mike Grandy in 8 just went off the track. Just pushed it a little too hard. Didn't lose his position, he had a nice bit of a gap between him and Ron Hollowfield. So Hollowfield still isn't even quite on him yet, so all he lost was a bit of time, maybe a bit of pride. He's back on the road and off he goes.
Yeah, and you can see Hollowfield start seeing him get a little bit closer in the windshield. That's always a good feeling.
Also gotta say, this little pack from 9th to 11th, sorry not 9th, sorry, 10th to 12th, sorry. They've been driving real close to each other. It's been kind of fun to watch them fight. They kind of separate for a while, then come back and fight again. At the moment, they haven't really lost any positions or gained anything yet, but they've been getting pretty close. Like, Clayton's been positioned to pass at least twice. Just never quite managed to make it work.
Yeah, we're riding along with Tom Clayton right now on the roof cam. You see Jeff Glockner in front and Ron Hollowfield leading these 3. Looked like Ron didn't have a great exit there.
You see the variance in line between these guys. Like, they're all taking slightly different lines throughout this section of the track. I'm not sure which is the fastest, but you can see that all these lines seem to roughly work. Most just getting around that section of the track safely is the main point. After that, you can race as hard as you want.
Ooh, Clayton's. Whoa, that was close. Clayton drove it in a bit hard, man. You heard the tire slide. I thought he was going. And Glockner getting ready to try to take a look here on the 70. He's got the inside. And he does make the pass, so that's going to move Jeff Glockner up into the 10th spot.
Holloway's got a charge on the next corner. He might make the pass back. And yep, he dives in for the break.
Ooh.
And he's going to get it. Glockner's had a bit of a scare, and Glockner's going to lose position as well to Tom Clayton, perhaps. Nope, Clayton's too far inside. Couldn't put his foot down.
Yeah, I think he kind of squeezed Clayton there just a little bit up into the grass. Go back up here.
That corner is almost blind when you're halfway through, so you're never quite sure what's around you.
And if you look right now, Seth Hatchell and Jay Felton, they did separate a little bit from 4th place Ryan Gemmell. Seth still can see Braden Johnson from the from his mirror. Let's take a look from inside his car.
Yeah, it was about 0.4 of a second slower to Braden Johnson there. So Johnson just on fire and off doing his own thing. The only thing Seth can hope for is either a crash or a miracle.
But don't forget, there's going to be a green flag pit stop, so that is definitely going to change things up a little bit here.
Oh yeah. No change between Joe Mitchell and Shea Papala. They're getting closer than separating. They're getting closer on separating, and Mitchell's never been in a position to actually make the pass. He's gotten close a few times, but just never quite got there.
You know what's funny about that race right there between those two? Shane Papala is your points leader coming in. Joe Mitchell is second, and those guys were back and forth with first place in the standings throughout the season. And see these guys together, it just shows you why the both of them have been so close in points.
Oh yeah, like watching different parts of the track, every once in a while Papala's faster, then suddenly Mitchell's a lot faster, and occasionally Papala make a mistake or Mitchell make a mistake, and it's like it's just watching just back and forth, and just never been quite in Mitchell's favour yet. Mitchell just got a bit of damage from the wall there. Maybe that was a bit of a lag on my end.
Yeah, he's got some right side damage.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they actually took the damage there, if that was just my end looking like that. Because he did it on that wall just a moment ago. Doesn't seem to be affecting the car though, so I think it might just be visual.
And it looks like Lupa Gonzalez is slowly closing in on them. We might have a 3-car fight going on pretty soon.
Yeah, Gonzalez running the same lap times roughly as Shea, but not quite as fast as Mitchell. But then again, that doesn't mean jack because Shea's the guy you got to be trying to catch. Looks like David Gainforth has been passed by the front 4 cars. His next car ahead of Papala is actually Gainforth instead of Ryan Gemmell. Oh, and Felton and Hatchell fighting for second. Felton tried the outside there. I'm not quite sure what happened. Maybe Felton Hatchell would have been hot into that corner. It looks like Hatchell just went a little too hot into the corner after the second corner. The third, I guess.
I ain't even putting a number on it because I know I ain't even gonna be close.
Yes, but yeah, Felton went for the pass on the outside, but just couldn't do it there. Hatchell actually had a bit of a slide after, so look, either those tyres are gone or Hatchell's starting to lose his pace, but it's just not quite going well for him. And that's feeling the pressure from Felton.
Yeah, he might have maybe paid attention to what Felton was doing and kind of lost his rhythm there. Real easy to lose your rhythm and get off pace.
Oh, yeah, and one real benefactor to that was Braden Johnson just pulled another 0.2 of a second away from him. I think at this point, depending on when all of them pit or if any safety cars happen, Johnson's just gone, off in his own race. But we do definitely have a race here between second and third for sure.
Yeah, right now the way it looks, if Braden Johnson comes in, gets himself a good green flag pit stop, no issues on the track, he should be able to run away with this one. He was looking for that first win. He got that first win. Now I think he's going to be hunting for a number 2.
Joe Mitchell has lost at least 2 positions. Looks like he went a little too hot. Twice, actually. He went hot turn 2 behind Papala and went out off the track, and then went hot again to the next corner and lost the position.
Yeah, Lupa Gonzalez takes that. He'll be in 6th. See if Lupa can close in on Shane. He does have the one-on-one of David Gainforth in between them.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Mitchell's saying he's not quite comfortable on this track, and you can definitely see he lost position by going off the track 2 corners in a row.
Go back here, Larry Holloway and Tom Clayton for 10th. Clayton looking on the inside.
And Felton got the position. I must have missed it when I was looking back at Mitchell's, but it looks like Felton took the position away from Seth Hatchett.
Yeah, and he pulling away right now too.
It looks like, from what I'm seeing, Hatchell went a little wide and turn 2, and then just Felton just beat him on exit. Yeah, Hatchell went a little too wide, and Felton just put his foot down and just passed him on the straight. Good move from Felton. Slight mistake from Hatchell, and he managed to what's the word? Take the position.
Yeah, we'll see if Felton has anything to catch up to the leader here. That'd be pretty cool if he was able to track him down and really start fighting with him for that lead. I know that's not what Braden wants to hear, but I think that would be really interesting to see.
Oh yeah, it'd be fun to watch for sure. seen a few of the mid-pack guys starting to fight out a little bit more. That 10th to 12th pack is once again together, and it looks like they're trying to duke it out again. Also, Holyfield and Grandy are together now as well. So Grandy, after that mistake, has let Holyfield catch up to his tail. So you might start feeling pressure here. You might see another incident, and maybe Holyfield take the position.
JC Grandy in that 12, Ron Holyfield in that 7th, and that is for 8th and 9th. Then go back again a little bit further to Larry Holloway, Tom Clayton, and Jeff Glockner. We saw Tom.
Definitely gonna start feeling the tires die. Like this is where the point where the tires are gonna start feeling really rough. And if you didn't have any grip before, you've got nothing now. You're on ice.
And if you look right now behind Jeff Glockner, here comes your leader.
Oh, this is going to make it throw a wrench in the work for these guys for sure.
Yeah.
And maybe throw a wrench in for Braden.
And
now going to negotiate 3 cars that are fighting out for position.
And look at Jay Felton right there, not too far behind. This is going to be really interesting to see how he gets by these guys time-wise.
So, interesting thing. Last lap, Braden did a 131.4, whereas Felton did a 130.8. That is the exact opposite of what's been happening up to this point in the race, where Braden has been pulling away by 0.2, 0.4 a lap. Felton just caught him by that much in 1 lap. And Felton going for the pass on Glockner, overtaking someone. That's the first car of the 3-car pack he's got past. Now he's going to get past the next 2 without losing too much time.
And
that's the second one there.
Tom does move over for him, so that's pretty cool of Tom to do that.
It's an awkward part of the track for all involved. And Braden on the inside in the last one. There you go. He's now passed all 3 rather cleanly. Didn't lose too much time.
So now you know what Braden is thinking, right? Hopefully Jay Felton gets stuck behind these guys and let me get out to like a 9-second lead.
Well, speaking of, Felton is now right behind Glockner. And
ooh!
Oh, did he actually hit him there?
Almost, man.
Got sparks on from my end, but that was freaky. One thing I always suggest to cars being overtaken: don't brake too hard. Don't try to get off the line. Just do your usual line. He'll pass you.
Right. Let me go by. That's all. Just
Yeah. Don't do anything silly. Don't brake hard. Don't pull off the line. Just stay on your line. Slow down a little bit maybe, but don't slam your foot in the brake, because you'll probably kill everyone involved. A little bit of multi-car advice for everyone here.
Yeah. So now Tom Clayton does move over to let Felton go by. We'll see what the 70 does here coming up. And
another interesting development as well is that Lupe Gonzalez is caught up to Shaper Power. He's almost right in his rear now.
And look at Seth Hatchell closing back in on Felton with those lap cars in the way.
Yeah, things are going to get messy for sure.
We'll have to try and keep an eye on their times. I don't want to miss the pass if it comes.
Yep, we've got Gemmell passing past Holloway and trying to get past everybody else here. It's starting to get a little bit messy for these guys. Might separate their fight a bit, or maybe it might bring people together. Mid-pack overtakes, bringing everyone together.
It's like peace on earth. Hey, D, how are you?
Lupe is right on the rear of Papal. He's definitely got more speed than Papal in those slow sections of the track, but whether he can pass him later on, he's definitely putting the pressure on for sure. And, oh, Glockner into the wall. Not too hard, but he lost his position, lost some time. Definitely got some damage on the right front there.
And here comes Shane and Lupa to overtake the 24. 24 back off the track. Shane off the track. Side by side.
I missed that. Yeah, I see it.
Lupa's got the inside right here. Shane on the outside. Looks like Shane's going to hold on to that spot.
Yeah, this is the point where everyone's going to be driving on ice now. Everyone's going to be careful. You're going to see a lot more people go push a little too hard and either spin it or brake too hard, go off into the grass. You got to start paying attention to your tires. You can't push as hard as you could before. And you couldn't even push hard then. So everyone's on ice now.
And we're coming to lap 17, so you know they're starting to feel a little bit on those tires.
Larry Holloway just went off the track as well. Was side by side with Tom Clayton on the outside and just pushed too hard and boop, gone. Tried for the position, just pushed too hard and went off the track. It's a shame. That's right, he'll be back out there fighting again for sure.
Yeah.
Expect a little bit more people going off the track until they realise that their tires are just cooked.
Lupa Gonzalez still chasing down the 89 of Shane Papala.
Oh yeah, he's right up there. He might try it in this corner. Nope, he backs off.
He's got a good run. He's just not able to do anything with it.
Oh yeah. Like this part of the track is both terrible and great for passes if you pull it off. It's whoever's got the balls to put their foot on the accelerator pedal enough.
See, you know this track pretty good. I'm a stranger to this track.
Oh, I barely know. I just know it's terrible to race on. There's a lot of elevation changes and a lot of tight corners. And these cars, it's slippery. It's really slippery. I don't understand the car well enough to really put the lap times in like everyone else has. And hey, Seth Hatchell in the pits.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to start seeing some guys come in pretty soon.
He decided that it's time to go into the pits. He was in 4th at the time, I believe.
Yeah.
In that case, it means he didn't lose another position then.
Ooh, Lupa Gonzalez almost loses it. He pushed it
a little too hard.
Yeah, a little bit too hard, man. That car got a little bit sideways. We were on the roof with him too, man. It probably was a lot worse up on the roof than what it actually was inside the car, but he got it going straight.
Yeah, it's a rough position to be chasing someone, especially that close, because you got to look for your braking point and look after your tires as well. It gets really hard to juggle all those balls at once, and occasionally you drop the ball. Didn't hurt him too bad though. He's still catching right back up. Shay's on ice as well. And Shay definitely got hurt a little bit more by that overtake of Larry Holloway than Lupe did. So Lupe's back on his tail.
Yeah, he definitely slowed him down just a little bit.
Aye, for sure. We lost David Gainforth. It looks like he just couldn't take it. And Braden Johnson going into the pits now. Followed by Jay Felton. So our leader and our second place runner all both going into the pits. And yep, they're all coming in. Ryan Gemmell as well, third coming into the pits.
Yeah, I figured they would come in somewhere. I knew 27 laps was probably going to be the max.
They put pit at 17. Looks like Shea Papala and Lupe Gonzalez are staying out. Larry Holloway coming into the pits as well.
See what kind of times these guys get here.
Yep, got Joe Mitchell in the pits as well. Seth Hatchell has already gone to the pits, so he's going to gain a bit of time here for sure.
Got a 14.7 by Jay Felton, 14.7 by Braden Johnson. Gemmell with a 14.1.
So here's something interesting, right? So obviously Seth Hatchell and Felton were fighting it out before until Seth Hatchell had a bit of an incident and went to the pits. Now Hatchell, is back behind Felton, and Felton's going to get back up to speed, but he's got brand new tyres to Hatchell's slightly older ones. So we'll see if that early pit stop helped Seth here, or if he lost some time. I get the feeling he's going to lose some time here. Felton's on brand new tyres, and he's on at least 2-3 lap old tyres.
And meanwhile, we got a new leader up here. If he gets to the line, going to be Shane Papala.
Yep, and got Holyfield and Grandy into the pits as well. So it's like, I think everyone's going to go in at this point. This is about the time everyone's deciding their tyres are just too cooked.
Wow, look at Shane Papala and Lupa Gonzalez, man. Lupa Gonzalez come flying right down the back of that car.
He's definitely got confidence in that midsection of the track, the slower part. He's just hounding Shay now. Shay's definitely got a feel and breathe on his neck for sure, like right behind him. That being said, oh, Shay went wide there. Yep, Shay dives into the pits.
Wow.
Lupe's gonna take the first place for the lap.
And Shane never got scored for leading.
Nope, Lupe's gonna get that one.
Yep, new leader, Lupa Gonzalez, number 53. Right behind him on brand new tires is Braden Johnson.
Oh yeah, that's just you just see how far ahead Braden was. That he's now right behind a car who hasn't even pitted yet. Damn good speed.
Let's keep an eye on these two real quick here. I'll tell you what, Lupe, for being on older tires, he's definitely doing a good job holding Braden Johnson back a little bit.
I think Braden Johnson's last lap is a bit slow. He's going to get up to speed. He's currently about 3 seconds slower than Braden's rough average from the last stint. Watch Braden fly past him.
This is where he's going to get him, though, I believe, right around here, because I don't think Lupe can go through these turns as good as Braden can right now.
Yeah, this is the part where your tires are totally on ice.
Oh, look at him going to take that look.
Yeah, this is where you need all the grip in the world. I think Lupe's gonna have to give it up.
Man, did you see that?
Yep, and just boom, gone.
Braden back out to the front. Lupa did a great job though, man, holding him off for quite a while. He's got a lot older tires.
Goes wide. So Hatchell goes really wide and loses at least 2 positions.
But Jay Felton gets by and Ryan Gamble. And Lupa coming into the pits.
No, wait, it's not. He didn't lose 2. He lost 1. Nearly goes a lapped car. But yeah, that was a lot of lost time for Seth, which is a shame. He had a lot of good pace. And once again, Braden Johnson back into first place, where he's been most of the race.
But we've only had 2 lead changes so far.
Yep, and Lupe's now in the pit, so we're gonna wait for this. The top 10 to kind of sort themselves out a bit, as it's a bit messy at the moment.
And it says 16 laps to go. That's a long ways around.
Yeah, the closest fight I can really see at the moment is between Grandy and Hollerfield. Grandy is 8th and 9th. He's right on the tail of Hollerfield. He's been hounding him for a few laps, I think. We'll see if he can get the pass, but it's definitely hard to pass.
And that is for 8th and 9th.
Oh, and Ryan Gemmell just going on a wild ride there. He had oversteer in one direction and suddenly started oversteering in the other one. In a weird twist of fate, though, it was actually not a bad corner for him. Didn't really lose any time, just probably wet his pants a little bit. Might be a few stains there. Good save from him, though. Damn good car control.
And he's just trying to do everything he can to chase down Jay Felton and get away from Seth Hatchell.
He's sitting in 3rd place, which is not bad for him, for sure. And Seth Hatchell already went off the track before, so he definitely got some space on him. Just keep that car alive, buddy.
Take a look real quick.
And Shane Parler and Lupe Gonzalez back together again. Here we go, round 2. Lupe on 1 lap better tires. 1 week, what?
Yeah. In 1 week, that'd be like, you might as well just stop.
I don't think these tires have dog years.
We'll see Lupa Gonzalez if he can do anything with it.
It's 1 lap better. It's not that much difference there, but it's a little. It may be enough to give him an edge, but we'll see how it goes. He's got to get past him.
Take a look back from Shane.
Also, Jeff Glockner in the pits.
See Gonzalez go by.
Yeah, he passes him on the inside there. He's down the outside of the next corner. This is dangerous for him, and if he gets his foot down, he may take position here. Nope, he gives it up.
Not able to do it.
Yeah, it's rough in that section of the track. It really is. It twists and it turns and it goes up and it goes down, and it's just who's bold may take the position, but if you're too bold, you're going to go right off the track. But if nothing else, he's definitely giving Shea a run for his money. And it's very entertaining for us to watch. Whoa, I think Tom Clayton lost it. Not quite sure what happened to him, but yeah, he put his foot down a little too hard. It snapped oversteered one way, saved it, and oversteered the other way. Going into the pits now.
Yeah, trying to get some new rubbers on that car.
Yeah, looks like Gonzalez is back to a bit from Shea Papala, so that's a bit of a shame.
Yeah, I think he might be a little bit too aggressive right now. Maybe needs to just back off a little bit. Kind of let it run out.
Braden Johnson's catching up to the little fight between Grandy and Holyfield. That fight has now separated a bit, but with Braden coming into the mix, he may bring him together by accident. Once again, lap cars, bringing people together.
Peace on the track, man. And he's going to take the spot here.
And that incident from Tom Clayton has brought him back into the clutches of Larry Holloway. So Holloway's going to try and fight for 10th. We'll see if he can take the position. Hardest part of going off track is feeling confident to get back into pace again, back into rhythm.
Yeah,
It's trying to do the same thing lap after lap after lap, and trying to be consistent. Once you go off, that just breaks.
yeah, you get gun shy after that too.
Oh yeah, exactly. Just trying to get the confidence to do it again.
Take a look at Joe Mitchell sitting in 7th.
Well, unfortunately, we seem to have lost Jeff Glockner. I'm not quite sure why.
Maybe just had enough damage on the car, didn't want to finish it out. So Jeff Glockner, David Gainforth off the track right now. Larry Holloway in 11th, Tom Clayton in 10th.
Well, and Braden Johnson off the track.
Ooh, no.
Lost a buttload of time, and guess who's now right on his rear? Felton's now going to be fighting for first. This is the first contender we've had to the first place position. Not quite sure why he went off the track then. I'll double check and see why. I think he just went a bit too hot after the stretch. Yep.
Well, he's putting the pedal down now because he is trying to separate himself here.
Yeah, it went a bit too hot. Looks like he locked the brakes for a short moment there, and he was just gone. That now brings us back. We've now got a nice little fight for first. If Felton can keep the speed up.
Yeah, we'll see if Felton's got anything for him.
Yeah.
Braden's been on fire, so it's going to be tough for Felton to get up there and hang on to him.
Yeah, but then again, if you spin out once, or no, sorry, if you go off the track once, you can do it again. With a little bit of pressure, maybe that'll force him to do it again. Another interesting note as well is that this happened just before Braden Johnson was going to pass Ron Holdfield, so there is still a lap car right ahead of the number 3 car.
We'll jump up with him. We'll watch this as this opens up. Let's jump on with Braden.
Now here's where Braden lost last time. Looks like he's got it, no worries this time.
He was able to get by pretty good. Let's see if Jay Felton can get by now, or if that's going to help Braden's cause.
Looks like Felton should get past me. Yep, no worries. I think he might propose a little bit of time there, and at this point, Braden's starting to get it back up the pace, and he may just be gone. Meanwhile, a little bit further back in the pack, that Lupe Shea fight is still continuing. No change. Shea's still ahead, and Lupe's still trying to hound him.
Yeah, and that's for 5th and 6th right there.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, their fight is slowing them both down a little bit, so Seth Hatchell ahead of them is slowly losing, not slowly, rather quickly gaining time on it.
And then behind them is Joe Mitchell, but he's quite a ways back still.
It looks like Mitchell's almost, like he's pushing it a little bit, but also he's just kind of like taking his time. Safety first.
Yeah, you don't want to say that too loud.
Yeah, I've been listening to me. If I bet you now that I've said that, he's probably going to put his foot to the goddamn floor and just
here,
break black records and shit.
Ooh, looked like Lupa was going to try to do something. I think he's just trying to let Shane know he's back there.
Oh yeah, he's trying to pressure him. Like, passing is going to be hard. He's already tried the clean pass a few times. It doesn't quite work. Looks like he's trying to pressure Shane to some form of mistake.
Shane's pretty good, though. He doesn't really crack that easy. And Shane, we always see in the long run, even Lupa, too, in the long run, you got 2 drivers right there fighting it out that are good on long runs.
Oh, there's going to be a good little fight between these two all the way to the end of the race. And now that I've said that, someone will spin out or something like that, because that's just how this happens.
It's like they got to listen and do the opposite.
Oh yeah, every time.
So here, right up front now, Jay Felton and Braden Johnson.
So, lap before, Braden beat Felton by about 0.2 of a second, but this lap, Felton clawed back 0.1 of that. So, either Felton got faster or Braden got slower there, because Felton did catch up to him about that lap.
I'll tell you what, though, man, these guys are doing a really good job. I wasn't expecting to see this good of a race.
Oh yeah, and it's very interesting to watch the difference in the lines between everyone as well. Very interesting to watch like how everyone drives the track a little differently. For instance, Felton kind of was hugging the inside line on that on turn 2, whereas Braden was more like doing like a diamond, hitting like a double apex and coming out on exit.
Right.
Very interesting to watch these guys. And a track like this, I don't blame them. You just got to be comfortable. Not really about speed so much. It's just surviving the damn track.
And while that was going on, Lupe Gonzalez got in front of Shane Papala.
Oh, by quite a margin too.
Yes, I wonder if Shane went off. Yeah, who's got? Looks like he might have a little bit of damage in the rear.
So I'm watching what happened. Looks like Shay got a little bit loose, and then Lupe might have hit him, I think. Yeah, Lupe span him. Like Shay got a little bit slow, a little bit loose, and Shay just kind of, not Shay, Lupe kind of just touched him on the rear and sent him spinning. That's a damn shame. He tried to stick his nose in there and just, yeah, it wasn't the right time or place, I think.
So that's going to move Shane back to 6th, and Joe Mitchell not too far behind him right now. Joe is sitting in 7th. Lupe Gonzalez goes up to 5th. Nobody in front of him. You got Seth Hatchell in 4th. Quite a ways in front of Lupe Gonzalez. And we go up to Ryan Gemmel in the number 6. He's still sitting in 3rd. He's having himself a good run here tonight. And then Jay Felton in that number 9 sitting 2nd. He's trying everything he can to catch up to Braden Johnson, but Braden's still putting some time between them right now.
Yeah, but it looks for what happened there. Like Shay went a little bit slow, Lupe went a little bit fast. It just kind of came together at the wrong time. Shay got spun and almost tight. He lost a lot of time to him. But he's back at track and he's definitely pushing it again, so he may end up catching back up. He was already 0.6 per second faster than Lupe that lap, so a little bit of red mist maybe. Here we go. See if we can catch him though. We've got about, what, 8 laps left before he can catch him. Might make it, he might not.
6 or 12, right?
I don't know. Numbers in my head aren't working right now.
Mine never work, man. I'm learning though.
Never too late, man. Huh, that's kind of interesting. So that spin for Shea Papala has brought an old friend back from the dead. Joe Mitchell is now right behind him and was a second and a lap faster.
Yeah,
I think
by Joe seeing him now, it's kind of lighting that fire back up underneath Joe.
Oh yeah, and this is going to annoy Papala for sure. Getting spun out, and now the number 2 guy is right behind you. Number 2 in points, I should say. Who's at number 1 now?
They've been fighting it out for all season, these two. Oh, Shane off!
Straight off, wow. Just way too hard, and flying back on track and right in front of Papala. Mitchell had to put his foot in the brakes there. To get names right, wish.
Well, I know Joe.
Now we got a race.
Yep, Joe's got to be smiling right now though, because now he's got him real close.
Smiling? I don't know. Maybe just straight up grinning.
Yeah.
And both got a little loose there. Oh god. Now we've got a race, boys. This race is for points.
We'll throw up the standings real quick. Shane Papala came in with 1,019 points in first. Joe Mitchell comes in second with 1,007 points.
Yep, you got them right both on screen right now.
Mm-hmm.
And they may be only fighting for 6th right now, but I can tell you right now, they don't care. They're gonna be fighting like it's going for first place.
And if you look, Shane, although he was off the track, had a little bit of problems. He's definitely faster than Joe in some of these areas on the track, because Joe catches him here, and then Shane kind of pulls away.
And the story of this track for sure is that every once in a while, one guy will get a bit of time, then the next corner he'll lose a bit of time.
Yeah.
Just gotta get comfortable, get into a rhythm, and try and gain what time you can.
And I'll tell you what, I know these guys are pushing it right now.
Oh yeah, you can watch it. And the best thing about it, watching this is as well, they're gonna burn those tires up, and they're gonna get more and more like they're driving on ice.
And look at Joe.
Look at Shay sliding a bit.
Yeah, Joe gets right up on him right here. And then watch, once they get clear, Shane just starts pulling away. It's like Shane can get back to the throttle a little bit faster than Joe can.
And that's confidence on this track. That's what you need. You need to be confident with the car on the track to put your foot down on exits and knowing when and how to do it.
Ooh, Joe taking out one of the cones. Innocent bystander.
Cone did nothing wrong.
Let's go back up.
It's gonna be fun to watch these guys because they're pushing it as you said before, but the more they push, the longer they go, the harder it gets to do that. At some point, someone's gonna push a little too hard, and whoop, Seth Hatchett off the track. It's like, yeah, he just tried to pass someone and kind of went a bit too far out. Yeah, he tried to pass Holyfield on the outside, and that was not working in any world. Didn't lose any positions, just lost some overtake cars he took over.
It looked like he was going to try to take him on the outside again. Now he's trying to squeeze that nose into the inside. There he goes.
Yeah, it's frustrating to be behind a slower car in these sections of the track because there's just nowhere you can go. But he's off now. He's not stuck behind him anymore. It's just had his moment of frustration, lost a bit of time, but didn't lose any positions. So could be a lot worse.
See Ryan Gemmell right now on that number 6, started 4th, sitting in 3rd. Go back to Lupa Gonzalez. He started 12th. He's got himself up in 5th. And go back a little bit to Shane Papala. Started, I believe that's 6th. He's sitting 6th. And then Joe Mitchell started 5th. And he's got 2 spots to make up still here.
During the instance he had early on in the race, it's good to see he's back up there.
And look, he's right back to the bumper again.
Also, another little note as well is that Felton's once again gained a little bit of time on Braden Johnson. But then again, Johnson, next lap, just took the time back.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Shane off the track. Did you see that?
I wasn't looking, damn it.
Oh, let me back that up real quick while we're green. Yeah, he just pushed it too hard out into the grass.
Yeah, as I said, these tires, they go to ice real quick. And it's all that confidence. Put your foot down too hard and goodbye, son. Yeah, one tire into the grass. Damn it.
So now...
And that there is going to be painful because that's on points. That's going to be lost points.
Oh, Joe, did you see that? Oh, man.
Still catching up. Please, guys, stop killing yourselves.
Joe caught the rumble strip there, man, and the car launched. He stayed on the track, but, man, I'll tell you what, that did not look good.
Everyone, please wait until I catch up with the camera. I want to enjoy the race. Oh, wow. Last lap, Felton and Braden Johnson ran the literal exact same lap.
And if you...
131.918.
Wow.
Exact. Down to the thousandths of a second is the exact lap.
It's amazing.
Interestingly, Felton is pretty much caught up now. He's not quite in striking or anything like that, but he's got Braden back in front of him where he can see him. And he's definitely gaining on every lap.
We're coming to 4 laps to go this time by. Even though they're long laps, it's still 4 laps to go. I know what's going through Jay Felton's mind is I got to get up there, man.
Oh, yeah, because start putting pressure on it.
And Braden just needs to look forward and not even worry about looking behind him, man. Do not miss those marks.
Wow, the difference in lap times in that lap was amazing. Braden Johnson with a 132.1, but Jay Felton with a 131.3.
Wow, that is like 2 different time zones.
Almost a full second faster, and look at that, he's almost right up to Braden now. Another lap is going to be right in striking distance, and Braden's going to feel that. He's going to be feeling breathing down his neck.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy right now.
Oh yeah.
He's just got to watch he don't try to push it too hard trying to get away from him because it's going to send him off the track.
Oh, Mitchell went off the track and lost a buttload of time and lost that position back to Shape and Path.
Oh,
he went
man.
way off in turn 2, all the way. He went straight into the wall. Saved it, didn't hit the wall, lost a lot of time, and Path's straight past him. That's that position gone again. That once again, it's 4 points back in 6th. That is a brutal loss, and it's a lot of time lost too. He's not just like a short distance behind him, he is a country mile.
Oh, he is way back there.
Oh yeah, and Seth Hatchell again off the track.
Oh, Joe back off the track again, into the wall. Oh, back out onto the track, spinning in the grass. I think he is going to be done.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh.
The tires are ice and push a little too hard, and goodbye, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah, he just put his foot down a little too hard, and you expect the car's going to react, no worries, but just a little too much, and you can hear him revving hard. I think he was getting annoyed.
Probably just
put it to bits. He was done.
a suicide run real quick.
Yeah, he could have gone perhaps, but he decided, no, I'm done. This is just pissing me off now. I can understand that for sure. Just fought half that position, fought hard and hard and hard, and just 2 laps in a row, just gave it away. This is a hard track for sure. Like you can see, some of the best drivers we have, it just can't quite keep it lap after lap. The tires give out. The road just constantly changing. It's a nightmare. But speaking of nightmares, Braden Johnson's probably have one right now because Jay Felton is right behind him.
Yeah, and they'll be coming to 2 laps to go. That's going to be a long 2 laps for Braden up there in the front.
It's going to feel like the entire race all over again. And remember, they're all running on essentially really old tires now, so pushing it is both necessary and dangerous.
And it looks like Braden Johnson and Jay Felton here both have the same amount of laps on their tires.
Yep, they pretty much came in at the exact same time, so there's no difference in their tires.
I think it's just now who wants it more.
And who to look after their tires throughout the race. And yeah, Felton went really wide in that corner. Gives him a good run and exit though.
Wow, look at Braden swinging that thing, man.
So last lap, let's have a look-see here. Braden Johnson with a 132 flat. But Jay Felton, 131.8. He is catching him constantly.
Yeah, he is going.
This is a nightmare, it's just not ending.
We're at 2 laps to go. 2 long laps right now for the number 3, Braden Johnson, who's under fire by Jay Felton.
Yeah, he's been in first the entire race. Never really been a threat, but now he's got a hungry Jay Felton right behind him. And you saw there, Braden had a little bit of a wiggle. He's definitely pushing as hard as he can.
He's doing everything he can to separate them.
You gotta be careful in this corner. This corner here is where Braden lost it earlier, so you know he's gonna be careful for sure.
Yeah, he's gonna tiptoe through there a little bit. Especially coming this close. We're almost at 1 lap to go, man. He does not want to lose it right now.
He's got to remind himself, he's got to push it. You don't have to push it too hard. Just keep it safe. And oh my God, look at that slide. Braden, brother, chill, man. Keep it in one piece.
He's like, no. I'm doing the total opposite of what you're saying, man.
You can tell they are pushing it like every lap. Braden's just using everything he's got. He's got 1 lap to go coming up in the next few corners.
Let's see what kind of time they get by this time by the pole. Wow.
Oh yeah, look at that slide from Braden. Oh my God, he's just pushing. See, it's another 132 flat versus Felton's 132 flat. So they're back to equal now. And they're both pushing it. Last lap, here we go. You can tell they're putting their foot to the floor because you watch them wiggle on exit. You watch them put their foot down. You watch the rear end start sliding out. That's a guy putting his foot down a little too hard.
Yeah, and you didn't see that before.
Exactly. They're risking it for the biscuit here. Every millisecond they can get, every thousand. Even if they risk the car, you got to go for it. You got to try.
He's got a little bit of a gap on him. We'll see if Jay can get anything through these last bunch of turns.
Yeah, it looks like Braden's has fought back.
Wow, I thought he was going to lose it right there. He had a big slide.
Braden's been having a lot of slides. He's definitely pushing it. But it looks like he feels comfortable doing it. So it hasn't hurt him yet, but it may cost him if he keeps this up. He's got his gap now. He's got some space.
Yeah, he's getting ready to get it here and grab that checker flag. Oh!
He's on ice, baby.
Wow.
He can't be much else. It's scary to watch. I can't look.
That is amazing. That is some good driving right there, man. Coming for the checkers.
Yeah, it looks like Braden's gonna take it. He pushed it hard. He went for a few slides, but he's taken it from
Win number 2.
start to finish the whole way through for Braden Johnson.
Wow, win number 2, man.
Absolute beautiful race to watch.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Felton gave him a hell of a fight at the end there, but just wasn't quite enough.
That was a crazy finish right there. But Braden Johnson, 34 laps led out of a 35-lap race, man. That is just amazing.
Oh yeah, and even then at the end he made one mistake, which lost up most of his gap. And even then, doesn't matter. Gonna keep fighting it to the end, and that was a beautiful finish. You can tell he has nothing left in that car.
Yeah.
That rubber's dead.
There was like 3 or 4 different times I thought he was gone.
Making it exciting for us.
And he was looking for that first win for the longest time. Now he's got win number 2. So definitely a happy camper right there. Let's get him back here to do his burnout, and we'll get some interviews. We got Ryan Gamble, Jay Felton, and Braden Johnson, your top 3. I'll tell you what, Ryan Gamble, he was up there all night.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about it. He didn't have a loud race. He was just calm, collect, kept it going. He did. I think he lost it a few times, but nothing major like everybody else. Just slide off the road. Nice, quiet, but consistent race for him, which is how you meant to do road races, baby. And Braden.
He's gonna do his burnout here. Come on, burn him down, brother.
I don't think there's anything left.
Look at him sliding it on in.
Beautiful race from everyone involved for sure.
Yeah, that was really good, man. I'll tell you what, I wasn't really sure how this was going to be. I wasn't even really sure if this was something I really wanted to broadcast because usually road tracks, a lot of guys don't show up for them, and they're not always very exciting. This was a great race, man. It was racing going on all through the field. All right, let's see if we can get a word in here with Ryan Gemmel, our 3rd place finisher. Hey, Ryan Gemmel, this is the SR broadcast booth. You got a copy?
10-4, Paul. I got you.
Hey, man, good run here for you tonight. You were consistent. You're up in the front all night, 3rd place finish. How was it out there?
It was fun. I really do enjoy this track, and this car is a really good combo. All in all, can't really complain with a 3rd place finish. Didn't have any major mistakes tonight, so I just wish I would have been able to get up there with Jay and Braden there at the end and see if I had anything for him.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. I wasn't really sure what this race was going to do. You guys put on a great race here, man. It was really exciting. It seemed like if you got in the throttle a little bit too hard, the back end of the car just wanted to come out. We've seen that a few times on some guys. You feeling that same thing?
Yeah, absolutely. You really got to be careful with the throttle, especially through, I'm not sure what turn it is. You go up over the hill. It's like a half circle hill after the back stretch, and pretty much on after that, you got to be really easy on the throttle, or else with the little elevation changes throughout that back side of the course, the car really likes to get light on you and get away from you. But for the most part, it was very manageable, and I didn't have very many issues with it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Wingnut here had the turns down a lot better than me. I didn't bother putting numbers on them because I wasn't even going to be close, man. But I'll tell you what,
my
man.
Numbers are wrong. My numbers are probably wrong for sure.
Great race, though, man. You managed to stay up there, up in the top, man, all race long, man. Congratulations. I know it ain't a win, but 3rd place, that ain't bad, and they did a good job here, man. Before we let you get out of here, anybody you want to give a shout-out to?
Not just you guys up in the booth and the sponsors for the race and the teammates for helping me throughout the way, and all the fans who came out to watch.
Awesome, man. All right, well, congratulations keeping it in one piece, and I'm not really sure where we're at next week, man. I'm ill prepared here, but hopefully you'll be here next week. We'll see you back out on the track.
Yeah, I think Bristol sounds right to me, but I'm not sure about the Xfinity Series. but I will be out for sure. So.
All right. All right, man. Congratulations on the 3rd place and good run here tonight, man. We'll talk to you later on. Go celebrate, bud.
Thanks, Paul.
All right, that was your 3rd place finisher, Ryan Gemmel. In the number 6, we're going to go to 2nd place, Mr. Jay Felton. We have some questions for Jay. Jay, this is the SR Broadcast Booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, dude, first of all, let me just say, what a finish. I don't know where you got it from, man, but, dude, you guys were pouring it on, and you were reeling him in there for quite a while, man. Tell us about that last run.
I was doing the best I could, and he may have heated his tires up a little bit, his rear tires, and looked like he was struggling to get off the corner, or he may have just been toying with me, Paul. I was just giving it all I had. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what, dude, we were talking about you earlier in the race. You've been pouring it on here, man, these last couple months, and I mean, it showed tonight. Really, nobody had anything for Braden, but then towards the second half of the race, man, you started showing that you had something to race him down. You had you guys ran an identical lap time one of the times but for a bunch of laps, you were running faster times than him going across the line, and we didn't really think anybody was going to get up there to challenge him, man. And I'll tell you what, that last run, dude, you were on fire.
Well, the car drove good. I mean, it was a great setup for this track, and I had talked to Kurt a few weeks ago and told him I was struggling here, and he said, well, the setup was really good and to keep working on it. So I did. I did what he said, and to be honest with you, I mean, the car that might have been able to run with the 3 tonight might have been the 41, and he wasn't here, so I did the best I could, Paul, to give you a show.
Man, I'll tell you what, great job, dude. 2nd place finish. You were on fire tonight here, man. You definitely made it exciting at the end. I know Nathaniel here and me, we were like, dude, look at him go. I mean, it was just amazing to watch you chase him down and get right there so many times.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but it was a little frustrating, you know. It was kind of hard to accelerate off the corner. I mean, we were lacking grip on corner exits, so you couldn't be but so aggressive or you were going to spin the car. And I think you could see Braden, you know, lose the back end. I'm sure you saw a lot of people lose the back end on corner exit, and I was just trying to be so disciplined with the throttle, because if I spun the car, then it was over.
Yeah.
There was no way I could ever get to him. So, you know, I kind of had to balance being aggressive with, you know, staying alive.
Well, you did a good job, man. You got a 2nd place finish here tonight. You're doing pretty good in the points also. You are coming into tonight's race sitting in 6th. Adam Baker wasn't here, so you may take the 5th place spot from him and moving yourself forward there, man. So great run. You definitely made it exciting there at the end, man. And I'm glad to see you were able to get up there and challenge him, man. It definitely made it interesting.
Well, I appreciate it, Paul. I had a good time, and I really love this league. I love racing with these guys, and I love what you provide for us, and just want to say thank you, man.
Awesome, bro. Hey, I came in ill-prepared. I wasn't sure what next week's race was, but Dee just told me Bristol is next week in Xfinity. Any thoughts about going to Bristol after a track like this tonight?
Well, you know how I feel about short tracks, but it ain't no secret. I mean, I'll struggle there. Just not my cup of tea, but I'll have fun, you know, and I'll try to get a little better at it, and we'll see what happens.
Well, we'll come out and watch you, man, because I think you're sandbagging. I think you got a little bit more under the hood that you ain't showing.
I wish that was the case.
Well,
I promise you, you got it all tonight. That was all I had.
Well, it was
Well,
good, man.
Brother.
What'd you say, Wingnut?
You're one of my favorites, brother. Good to see you racing.
Hey, thank you, man. I'm glad you came on board. I was telling Paul that really nice having you on the broadcast. Thanks for helping us out.
Yeah, I think he's your number one fan here right now, Jay.
Oh,
All
baby,
right.
you know it.
I need a fan, brother.
All right,
right.
man. Well, congratulations on your second place finish. Go celebrate. We'll look for you next week at Bristol and see, maybe you get out there with the checkers, dude.
Thank you, Paul. Have
All
a good
right.
one.
All right. All right. That was second place, Jay Felton. Let's get a word in with our winner here. We'll see what he's got to say. Mr. Braden Johnson, number 3, comes in number 1. Do you got a copy?
What's up, guys?
Rotation
Man.
King himself, baby. Dude, you ran really fast out there, whole way from start to finish, man. Like, tell us, like at the end there, you're racing with Jay Felt. He's right on your rear. You was like we were saying before, you missed the rotation himself, but you was sliding lap up corner after corner. How was it like?
I felt like I was in one of them Formula drifters at the end, because you want to get on the throttle and try to gain some time, but you just can't get on it like you want to.
Yeah, speaking of, in this track, it's like it's up, down, it's left, right. You can barely, like as people saying, you can barely get on the throttle and exit. What's it like? Is it like driving on glass half the time?
Oh yeah, I mean, and there's some times where you'll be getting on the throttle and you're not spinning, but you can hear them tires spinning. So it's like you got to back it down and really try to get the grip there. And at the end, I seen Jay start getting close to me, and I messed up when I was going to pass Hollofield on that one, and I drove off track, and that put him up right next or right behind me. And after that, I was just sweating because I was like, I gotta stay on the track. I gotta lay the throttle down right.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, you made one mistake the entire race, and that honestly, it was a bit of a mistake, but it made it entertaining as hell to watch. It was beautiful. Put on an absolute clinic here for sure.
Well, if I made a
Paul, yours.
beautiful mistake, I'll take it.
Hey, Paul, yours.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. At the end, when he was up there chasing you, because we were just talking to Jay, and really, I don't think anybody had anything for you tonight who was out on the track. And then see Jay start closing in on you, man, after that, and actually stay with you and start closing in. We knew that you guys were pouring it on. Every turn you were coming out, man, that car was almost sideways, bro. I mean, my heart was pounding, man, because I was like, oh, look. Oh. I don't know how you did it, man, but that was awesome. You led 34 out of the 35 laps here, man. You were looking for that number 1 win a while back. Well, now you just got number 2. That's got to make you feel good.
I think that's number 3. I won Watkins Glen last week.
Oh, did you? Hold up. Did I make a mistake? Yeah. Oh, I never added it on. My bad, dude. Wow. You really on fire.
Yeah, I think I led 35 laps of that 30-lap race.
Wow. Hey, I got a message for you. Somebody named D says you suck at burnouts. You need to practice, dude.
Well, if that's what I suck at, I think I'm doing all right.
I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah, man.
A great race tonight, man. You definitely put it on. Next week is Bristol. How you feel about Bristol?
I ran pretty good there in the K&N series that we had, and I'm not too fond of it in these other cars, but I'm going to go out there and just give it all I got and try to rack up some more wins. And I mean, I would say going into it, I feel okay. I don't feel the greatest.
Well, it's got to feel better than, well, I don't know. You seem to be doing pretty good on the road courses too, so I don't know, man. But it's nice you got yourself locked into the chase. That's definitely got to make you feel good, man, knowing you're going to be into the chase. Things are going to reset, man. You got a chance to run away with a championship this year.
And that's what I'm looking for. I've run a bunch of leagues over my sim racing career, and I've never been able to seal the deal on a championship. And my goal is to make it to Homestead, and wherever it falls is where it falls.
Oh, yeah, awesome, man. Well, dude, I'll tell you what, great run here tonight. You made it exciting. I can't believe how you wheeled that car around here, man. 34 laps led, started on the pole. Great run, man. Before we let you go and celebrate, anybody you want to shout out to?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to my girlfriend who painted this car for me tonight, and I'm happy to bring it to Victory Lane again. And I'd like to give a shout out to y'all in the booth. Hopefully we gave you something good and entertaining to watch and call, and I can't wait to go watch that broadcast. I'd like to give a shout out to Coffee at Glitter Mom for sponsoring these races, and Top City Travel, and all our other sponsors throughout the whole SoMo League. And I would also like to thank my teammates at SK Motorsports And I'd like to thank my uncle for being my crew chief. That's a definitely big part of the reason why I'm able to race like I race, and just pretty much everybody in the league for showing up and being some competitive guys.
Yeah, we weren't sure how it was going to be tonight. You know how it is on road courses. Usually don't get big turnouts. I had a pretty good turnout here tonight, man, which I was really surprised. And tell your uncle, man, he does a great job crew chiefing you, man. 3 wins already here in this series, plus other wins in the other series that you run in. Doing good, man. Congratulations on the win. Go celebrate, and we'll catch up with you next week at Bristol.
Right on, man. Thank y'all very much, and I had a blast tonight.
Awesome, bro. We'll talk to you next week.
All righty, take care.
All right, that was your winner there, Braden Johnson, 34 laps led. Dude, I'm telling you, man, that was crazy. That was definitely crazy.
He had a lot of good things. Honestly, great to watch. Bloody good finish for sure.
All right, man. Well, listen, we're going to go over the results. We're going to pack it up and get out of here in a minute. Oh, what'd I do? I hit the wrong thing. Take a quick look at our summary. We've only had 2 lead changes. There was 35 laps here tonight. This was the TopCityTravel.com B Series at SoMo Racing League. And Braden Johnson comes out of here, your winner. So let me see if I can find the results here. Here we go. All right, Braden Johnson takes home the win. I had him down as the second win, but he cleared it up. That's a 3rd win here in this series. So congratulations to him on that, man. On fire. Jay Felton tried his best to get to him, man. Had a great car here tonight. He finishes 2nd. Ryan Gamble finishes 3rd. Seth Hatchell takes home 4th. Lupa Gonzalez will be 5th. Shane Papala, your points leader, coming in, finishes 6th. Mike Grandy finishes 7th. Ron Hollyfield finishes 8th. Tom Clayton will finish 9th. Larry Holloway finishes 10th. Joe Mitchell, your 2nd place standings, coming in tonight, finishes 11th. He had a really good run. Then he kind of met the wall, and that was the end of the car there. Jeff Glockner finishes 12th, and David Gainforth finishes 13th. So that's all we got here, man. Appreciate you coming back out here again tonight, Wingnut, man. Hope you enjoyed it.
It was bloody beautiful, mate.
Well, next week's Bristol. Hopefully we see you there. And until then, just stay safe, everybody, and we'll catch up with you next week.
Peace.